You have to fight Mike Tyson in his prime, but he's only 4 foot tall. You think you could take him in a fight?
Would you rather have to eat an entire light bulb or have to drink an entire gallon of spoiled milk?
It's 4th of July and you're barbecuing. What Pokemon are you throwing on the grill?
I asked ChatGPT to predict the winner of the next 75 Superbowls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Episode 93, Barcast Comedy, here at Resolute Brewery. We're out on the patio today. Today's a big episode. We got stand-up comic and host of the Intolerable podcast, Sean Connolly, joining us today.
Couldn't be better weather for this. Couldn't be a better day. Cheers, brother. Thanks
We're excited to have you. So we don't do long intros on this show. So first question, how's the weather up there?
The weather up here, it's usually a little bit breezier than down below. That's because of the chemtrails, the government programs to, keep things floating around our atmosphere. So I'm kind of like floating around in it most days. I'm like, whoa, so I'm doing what I can to get through life, but yeah.
Yeah, so first real question I actually do ask all my guests is, have you been in any bar fights?
No, thank goodness. No
bar fights at all?
People like to assume that I'm like a big dude that's fought, but I'm a real like soft teddy bear kind of style person. So always going to be the person trying to talk people down.
Have you break up any as a door guy?
I'm always a guy amongst the friend groups that like if something's going down, I'm quick to be like, nah, let's shut this down.
What about as a door guy for Comedy Works? You have any good?
I've had other door staff that have gotten like pushed by guests or like maybe like shoved like in the face like gently, but I luckily have no one's fucked with me yet.
You're like, that's good.
No one's come for the big dog. I've had some guy, we were kicking him out and he's like, oh, is this the big dog? I like walk up and oh, is this a big guy? He's gonna kick me. Is this a big guy? I'm like, dude, just leave. You're drunk, just leave.
Please leave.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm ready for it. I guess that's a great question because I'm ready, Zach.
Always
I'm ready at all times.
Mike Tyson in his prime, but he's 4 feet tall. Do you think you could take him in a fight?
Oh fuck no! He'd beat the absolute shit out of me. He would work my body until I just vomit. It would be like 30 to 50 seconds.
Dude, I'm already scared of like a geese coming at me. Like, I mean, I think that's scarier. Mike Tyson being smaller.
Yeah,
like
yes.
that small size and anger coming at you. I would be scared.
If he's got just as much proportionate strength in that, well, if he's got the same amount of strength and it just reduced, and I don't even know if you can. It's basically a gorilla. It's a gorilla at that point.
You can't hit him. He's got that small hitbox.
Dude,
you're not gonna be able to get in there.
So vast, so dense.
How big do you think you'd have to be beat Mike Tyson in a fight? Like how tall in his Mike Tyson in his prime?
God, you've got to think if you're like the mountain size, because that guy's got to weigh 360 and he's under 12% body fat. You got to think that's got to be enough. There's got to be enough to put you over the edge against Mike, Iron Mike.
I'd have to be big enough to squash him like a bug, like 20 feet tall.
big enough that you can carry him to the top of a skyscraper, kind of a deal.
I could do that. That's the only way I'm beating him. Even just current Mike Tyson, honestly, we don't even need him in his prime.
No, I think he'll be able to beat my ass up until 2 years before he dies.
Would you rather eat a light bulb or chug a gallon of spoiled milk?
I'm gonna go with the gallon of spoiled milk. It seems like you'd be much more survivable to me. It seems like something I could throw up and have a bad time through.
I don't think I could chug the milk is my problem. I agree with you on the survival rate, but I don't think I could do it. I love milk, and that would ruin milk for me too. I think I would try the light bulb, honestly.
If you could like kind of grind it up into like a dust and put it in a smoothie, maybe.
That's a good idea. I was thinking at least breaking it. As long as I can break the light bulb, that I'm not like having to crack it in my mouth.
That was one of those things back on that show,
chips.
My Strange Addiction or whatever. People would like chew on light bulbs and glass. It's like, that always really just. I feel it in my bones when someone's doing something that weird.
My favorite episode of that is the one where it's a lady or a guy, I can't remember, but it's like the lady is addicted to being furniture.
Oh.
So she like stands in the corner with like a lampshade on her head. She likes to be a lamp.
Yeah, we should have sold the country to China at that point. Well, the appreciation was up.
While we were there.
Yeah.
All right, you sinned. Choose your curse.
Okay.
You're dropped in the ocean for 4 minutes every day, randomly. You just spawn in the ocean, you get randomly, you got to start swimming for 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Or
4 minutes is a lot longer than I think people give it credit for.
Yeah.
In the ocean.
I was like, that's not an easy.
Yeah, I feel like that's like most the average American probably couldn't survive 1 day of being dropped randomly in the ocean for 4 minutes.
Or you're handcuffed to a mime.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a lot of tugging. I'm going to go the mime because I do think you'd get in great fucking shape if you can survive it. But yeah, I'm going to go mime. And then maybe you just end up beating the mime to death.
I mean, it is a mime too, which is nice rather than like another person, because it's not going to talk.
That's true. You can tolerate it.
You're going to be
bullshit.
like, no, I call in all the shots. We're going here.
Yeah. And other people don't conform society around a mime. Like you're gonna call the shots, like you said, outward between.
Could you imagine the ocean too? Just spawning in it and then like spawning back, and you're just soaked, and people are just like, "What the hell? Where were you?"
You spawn like right under an oil rig one day. You're just like almost burning, like right near the
Maybe one day you're close to shore. You're like, "Wow, this is nice."
Yeah, seriously. There would be there are some good places to spawn in.
Yeah, I think the hardest part would be making it 30 days. If you could survive 30 days of doing that, afterwards it's nothing. You're just like, yeah, this is just the usual.
Yeah, it becomes like a hard mode thing.
I think I'd be wearing floaties all the time, actually. I would just wear a life jacket 24/7 and do that one. That's actually better. I changed my mind. That and floaties 24/7. I always have on. People are like, take them off. I'm like, no. I ain't taking them off.
I gotta be ready. Spawn could happen whenever. Spawn can happen whenever.
I'm having sex with a girl. I'm like, the floaties stay on.
They stay on. What if I get randomly dropped in the ocean today?
You never know.
It hasn't happened yet. Would it be a random time, or would it be the same time every day?
Random time.
Oh,
you never know.
No, you gotta be wearing those floaties. Stay on, like you said.
24/7.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, it's the 4th of July. What Pokemon are you putting on the barbecue?
Ooh.
Some good ones. I was thinking like the Crablaw or like Krabby. What is it? That
Yeah.
Crab. That's the first one.
I was thinking I immediately go to scale. Like I want a big barbecue because I want to feed the city.
You're right. You gotta do a big
I think
Pokemon.
of like Onyx or something big, but maybe.
I think that'd be a little rocky. What about a Snorlax? Or would that be too fatty?
There you go. No. That the whole village is eating off of the fat for sure. And if anything, you can maybe make a delicacy, out of parts of the Snorlax that you wouldn't expect.
Which starter Pokemon would you go with? If it had to be one of the starters, like Pokemon or Pikachu, Charmander, Bulbasaur.
I think Bulbasaur is the most multi-use of them. I think you can make him into a salad, a soup.
Ooh, I didn't even
think you can
of
it's a versatile. That's the starter Pokemon you want to get as in a MasterChef competition because you can do the most with it.
That's a good point right there. I'm with you on that 100%. Yeah, the other one I was thinking too was what about Ditto?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe have him turn into something good.
What are those guys? Is it Ditto, the ones out of the ground? Yeah, that's the one you're talking about.
Oh, the Doug Trios?
Yeah, Doug Trio.
Yeah, I would barbecue the shit out of those guys.
Low key, that's basically potatoes.
Yeah.
No, that'd be good. You slow cook that with some herbs, some butter.
Yeah, share us your Pokemon recipes. I can't wait for that episode of your podcast where you guys barbecue a Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, we're all out of chicken wings at Safeway today, so we had to get Bulbasaur.
We had to get a Bulbasaur. You get $5,000 a month, but you have to hibernate every winter. So after Thanksgiving to mid-March, you have to hibernate. You just sleep, and you got to put on at least 50 pounds of fat, or you risk starving to death.
So every year for me.
Yeah. Do you accept that challenge?
Yeah.
Or do you accept the money?
Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, I think most, yeah.
And the money builds up too while you're hibernating, so you come out,
Can I do things when I'm in? So hibernation. When we're talking about that, we're talking actual hibernation.
You're like a bear. You just sleep.
Yeah. I would hate the lost productivity, if I'm being honest with you. The only thing I'm waffling over
you do gain money, though, so you are making passive income at least.
Yeah, that you have money when you sleep. I'll take the hibernation for the money. You could passively invest it and then invest in a way to reverse the effects of the hibernation.
You just contribute to global warming, keep warming up the earth.
There
so you
it
don't
is.
have to hibernate
Less winter means less sleep. Bingo.
There we go.
Genius.
Yeah, I think I would pass on. I don't think it's enough money for me. I just don't know if I could put on 50 pounds of fat.
Oh.
Constantly having to.
Oh, see, I'm the weight fluctuation is the least of my worries. I've done that many times over.
You're
in my life.
I can handle that.
I've been up, down. Yeah, biggest was 340. I've been loved down to 210, 220.
I think I'd want $25,000 a month minimum.
Yeah, I mean, for someone like you, though, 50 pounds is more than for someone like me. So that's tough. That's going to be a lot to put on and off every year.
Yeah. All right, this next one's, we got some visual questions coming up here.
Okay.
How would Mr. Krabs wear a hat? It'll be on screen, too, so people can see it.
I've always long been, in my mind, I go right 4. Right away, my intuition says 4. But then when I really start to think about what a hat does, I go, well, it has to be 3.
It has to be 3.
It almost has to be 3 because of like what a hat means, you know?
I agree. In the show, he does 2.
Yes. And that, it really, 2
he
in the
does
show.
2, yeah.
What the fuck?
I had some pictures of it too.
Sorry,
but
not
they're
to
not there.
That's
no, you can curse.
That's why. So not only
honestly,
yeah,
it pisses
no,
me
that's
off
almost
too.
like that's almost infuriating.
At that point, just go 1. Have 2 hats at that point.
Yeah, because you're not even protecting. What is the hat doing? It is nothing.
It's wasteless.
It's like a piercing, that hat.
Yeah, no, that just pisses
purely
me
accessorial.
off.
I don't like it.
Cancel Mr. Krabs.
Puffery will not be allowed in my court.
Screw your zodiac sign. How do you like your toast?
Oh, this is a great one. Is it so? This is what I'm looking at is pictures of what appears to be white toast, which is fair. I am a sourdough man myself. I don't want to be a pretty little bitch, but I've long loved and gained 50 pounds in the wintertime on sourdough.
On sourdough.
Toast specifically. So I'm very passionate about this. If I'm talking everyday level, I want to see like a truly on sourdough, and it looks a little differently because again, this is white. Like a D2. I like a D2.
A D2.
Something like pretty light side on an everyday
that's really
thing,
light.
Because you're gonna get the bread taste of the sourdough.
I thought the way you were gonna go, I thought you were gonna choose something really crispy.
Yes. Now, if I'm making a BLT sandwich out of the sourdough,
oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
I'm gonna bump over to like a G3, something like that. You need enough gristle that the sandwich doesn't fucking fall apart.
Yeah, honestly, no, I am with you though in that D2, E2 area. Like, I always thought that was
That's
pretty
the basic bitch territory, Zach.
I'm like, that's good. My mom would be like, fucking J9.
That's where guys like you and
burn
I
it,
belong.
and I'm like, no.
That's what when they put us in the lineup, they're like, this is the basic bitches. They're in these kind of quadrants right here. It's not toasted. It's not really toasted either. White people, do they matter? Well, how do they like their bread?
It's like, have you seen that pickle bar or something? It's like a pickle sandwich shop. They're doing like sandwiches just on pickles.
Going to college in Iowa, they're white people and pickles. It's the heartland of America.
I hate it. I don't like pickles. No. Don't like pickles. And the local dive bar I always go to used to be a green tea shop bar. Everybody always did green tea shots. They're a pickle shot bar now. Everybody's like, let me buy you a pickle shot.
Oh,
like,
dude, they've got that at one of the Nuggets game stands. It's like, why are pickle shots at a basketball game? What?
I can't do pickles.
It's just interesting to me that it's very popular. Pickles are well loved.
What's your go-to drink?
If I'm gonna have to drink a shot, I would go something like just probably straight whiskey.
Yeah. And what's the worst drink you've ever had?
Oh, on my 21st, it was the sink shot.
The sink shot?
It's where they dump the bar mats out and like
you did
put
that?
a bunch of shit. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yep. It's a rite of passage. Like Casa Bonita.
You're safe now. That's how you survived COVID.
Yeah. I mean, I guess how
shot.
else are you going to get antibodies?
Yeah.
It was a preemptive strike like what we did yesterday.
Yeah, I think my 2 worst shots has got to be Rumplemints or Malort's.
Oh, yeah.
I hate both of those.
That's a Chicago thing.
Oh, yeah, my friend's from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Malort's?
I got snuck with that from Chicago people in college. Man, it's so, I like gin because it's piney and has, effervescent or whatever. But, yeah, whatever's in the Malort's is of the devil's work.
I asked AI to predict the next 75 Super Bowls. Here's the results. Guess when the Browns win their next Super Bowl. What year?
I have to say it's like way out, like the 60s, like 64.
Actually, it's 2069.
Damn.
But hey, nice. Here's the thing: they win 2069, 2070, 2071.
No way.
Back to back, the Browns go.
Why?
Here's the results. Also, there are new teams being added to the league. As you can see, in 2067, we got like the Monarch Lions, or 2037.
I like that. Where are they going to be out of?
Monarch, I guess, probably London.
Oh,
would be my guess.
That makes sense.
But yeah, Broncos win, I think, in like 2060. We get
2052. I just got to make it that long. I can do my best.
Chiefs win this year.
2085. There's no chance I see that, right?
2085. If we could live for that Super Bowl.
That'd be what? Yeah. That's sick. I mean, it's an old truck. Let's at least give it credit.
Hell yeah. I wish I had a camera on the street.
There are Civics that also sound like that, folks. So let's just respect that it was a vehicle that matched the sound. 2085. I'm going to be almost 90. I don't think I'm making that. I think I'm hurting real bad in my joints.
We have Bo Nix Jr. as our quarterback. At that point in time, it's like the next Archie Manning.
Golly.
The Bo Nix hype.
That would be, the Bo Nix hype really did survive. It was a real thing.
Yeah, who's your prediction wins the Super Bowl this year?
I'm going to go, fuck it, Bills.
Bills. I hope the Bills win. If the Broncos, obviously not picking the Broncos. That's my first choice.
Broncos would be sick.
But otherwise, yeah, Bills or Ravens.
Ravens would be fun to see, too.
They got to. I would love to see the Bills Super Bowl. They would burn down the city, smashing tables.
No, they'd build the city into a table, and then they'd jump through the table.
Oh, yeah. I saw this hilarious AI video somebody made of Buffalo Bills fans celebrating winning the Super Bowl, but it wouldn't. The AI wouldn't make them break the tables. So they're all jumping on tables and just hitting it and then falling off the table and getting up.
The weird little quirks of AI are
so
fun. I love that. We were showing an artist about how messed up ChatGPT is, and it's basically like, I don't know. I don't think that it's to the degree of fear that everybody has to have, but it's nice to have a Google that works again. Because if you like use ChatGPT like it's Google, it's like what Google used to be. It actually shows you the results quick, like gives you the thing you're looking for type of a thing. Yeah. It's not just sponsored ads, page.
Yeah. Oh, I also had one more sports question, too. We forgot while we're on that subject. Would you rather your favorite sports team win one championship in your lifetime and then suck the rest of their every other year from then on? Or consistently be in the playoffs but never win the championship?
Well, I'm a Denver Nuggets fan, so I thought that I was destined to live in the purgatory of the second answer. But now I find myself in the first bucket, and I worry, deeply worry about ever seeing another championship.
Oh, God, yeah.
So,
making me think that now.
If the greatest white basketball player that I ever laid eyes on, Nikola Jokic, center, that's something that means something to me as someone that sucked at the position as a young man. If he only gets one with my city, I will be a crotchety old fuck someday. I'll be an old man sitting on my porch yelling about how we only got him one. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's like, too, the Nuggets are having a great offseason. Russell Westbrook opted out. And then, actually, just today, Dario Saric opted into his contract.
Yeah, Dario Saric opting in is not. That's a bit of a.
They couldn't pay him more money overseas.
I think
to get him out of here.
No, the tough thing is that no team has the cash flow to do it, and we don't really. We still eat the cap hit. Whether the tough thing about Dario is we basically have to find a way for him to play in our system. We just have to find a way to play him.
I know.
So we'll see, but yeah, as a Nuggets fan, I'm perturbed at the lack of urgency for Jokic's prime.
Yeah. Do you think you can make it in the NBA if only you could use a gun? Like, you can't shoot the players, but you can point it at him to intimidate him, and you can also shoot the ball to block it.
Oh, dude, that's fun to think about. Yeah, me. Yeah, I could. Most people couldn't, but I could.
You're like me. I got a good shot. You got the size. You could at least
just for purely on a size level. Like, there's this weird stat where if you're 7 feet tall, which I'm not, thank God, but if you're 7 feet tall, there's like a very statistically reasonable chance that you are going to be in the NBA. It's like more so that then you make a local congressional office or something like that. You know, it's pretty wild.
My problem is I think I can make it, but I would get bounced real quick because they would realize that I'm not going to shoot him. It'd be like LeBron would be like, he hasn't shot all game at us, and then he would just come at me and I'd be shaking like, don't do it. He would call my bluff.
Drop the ball.
Drop the ball.
Stop resisting, LeBron. Stop resisting.
Put it down.
Drop the ball. Stop driving to the lane with such force and tenacity.
If you could add landmines to any sport.
Well, I would want your gun. Hang on, just as a quick aside. I would want your gun to make Mike Breen's bang noise. Bang, 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 bang.
I like to imagine I get fined like John Morant, too, every time.
Yeah.
I love his hand grenade celebration.
Did you hear the reasoning behind that? Because it's not a hand grenade, Zach.
It's a flashbang.
You were wrapped up in a misinformation campaign of online hate speech. No, it was him tossing the words that he hears from everyone else, the hate. He's going to toss the hate back and shut it out.
Shut it out. Oh, that makes sense. That's a good one.
He took 72 hours and he came up with that amazingly crafted explanation for a hand grenade to throw at the
I wish
crowd.
I could hear him explaining that to his agent. Be like, hey, hear me out.
Oh, you think his agent explained that to him, and then
You're right, he
went
did it,
out
and then he was like, oh, he's like, yeah, I
for
like
sure,
that.
for sure.
He's like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, back to my other question. If you could add landmines to any sport.
Soccer.
Soccer.
Easy. Also, let me just go even further. My dad has a solution. He's proposed over the years many solutions to soccer, including, and I think you might like some of these, alligators.
Alligator. Ooh.
You slope the pitch towards the center, and then you put a moat with some alligators. or say you got a scoreless game into the second half, the second ball. It really spices things up.
That's a good one. I support that rule. I would actually watch it.
Or you put that the first box outside of the goal, you put another goal that's that size up as well, and then it's worth 1 point versus 3 points or something. Yeah.
I could get behind that.
You can score on that from there's going to be undefendable locations. So yeah, but let's get some action though.
Yeah, I would support that 100%. That would definitely bump the ratings.
Yeah, if you're not running around on ice, come on.
What was your high school scandal, or high school story you and your friends would talk about if you all got together again?
Oh, they used to always well, this wasn't mine, but this was my high school's lore, is that about 10 years before I rolled through, in the mid 2000s, someone died drinking water on a hallucinogen. Someone, they'd taken acid at a party and they just drank themselves with water to death.
They waterboarded themselves?
Yeah. And so that was the whole, don't get high and drink too much water, you'll die. Just a heads up, kids, type of a school lore. But within my class, me and a bunch of buddies got caught smoking weed in a car 2 weeks before we went to a regional ultimate frisbee tournament, and I was the only one whose parents were strict enough that they were like, you're not gonna get to go to the tournament and all this shit. So
they should have known if you were in a regional frisbee golf tournament.
Bro,
that's a given.
Come on.
If you're not, that's not using performance enhancers.
I mean, you want us? We were going for the 4-peat, Mom.
We needed it.
We're trying to win 4 championships in a row.
Yeah. Random story too, I just thought of again. I don't know why, but for my high school, I won the egg drop. I was the egg drop champ.
So is that where you got to design a way to keep the egg safe from?
So we used to do senior year, it was a couple things. It was called Chemistry Chaos. And you had 3 options for what you could do. You could either do a Rudy Goldberg machine, one of those crazy objects where everything hits each other, or you could do the egg drop.
Is it Rudy Goldberg?
I think it's called a Rudy Goldberg. Is it not?
No. I think we're getting one of those cases of the cornucopia in the.
Oh, the fruit.
It's so close to Rudy Goldberg, but I don't. I
think
Rudy Gobert is
Rudy Gobert
is infecting this. It's gonna. No, it's not. It's like a Rue.
I just made that
Rue
up.
Goldberg.
Rue Goldberg.
Rue Goldberg.
I do love Rudy Gobert.
It's a Rube Goldberg. Rube. Yeah. No.
Rube Goldberg. Wow. Interesting.
It's okay. We were trying to learn something today, too.
The more you know. We like to educate everybody on this show. But so you can do a Rube Goldberg machine?
It sounded so close to right that my brain just hang on.
You're like, yeah, I'll go with it. You could do that. The egg drop, which I did. Okay. Or the other one was chariot races.
What is that?
So you would build a chariot, teams of 2. You would literally build a chariot, and then you would race around the baseball track. Basically, back in the Roman times, it was just like that. We would all come to school.
What's pulling the chariot?
And then one of the kids. And one kid's in the back. And then the chariots were built by kids, so they would just be wrecking and just wiping out. It was literally just back in the days. Honestly, it was pretty cool. It was the closest I've been to the Roman age. It's pretty cool. Or the egg drop. And I won the egg drop. And it was so funny. The teacher was so pissed off because all these other kids signed up for the egg drop and they practiced for weeks, coming up with ideas. And I just put mine together in 30 seconds, just common sense.
What was your?
It was just a giant spike ball. You got a bunch of straws. So I just taped them to the egg, and they were just it was just a giant ball of spikes.
Oh.
And I won.
Interesting.
Wow. And my friend cheated, and he copied my idea and used 5 straws more, but his broke somehow, and mine still did.
That's what you get for cheating, friend.
I was like, hell yeah.
Don't cheat,
That was the only
friend.
reason I passed that class.
Yeah.
Senior year, I was like, let's go. I got 120% extra credit on the final.
Right on. I love teachers that throw out that extra bullshit points at the end.
What's your favorite celebrity story?
My
You got
favorite,
a good one?
Oh, favorite celebrity story.
Give me a second to think. I got one.
Yeah, here, go ahead. Let me think of one.
So my favorite's the Dave Matthews poop bus.
Okay.
Do you know that one?
Yeah, remind
So for
me.
the people who don't know, Dave Matthews' tour bus was in Chicago, and they were going over a bridge, over a river, and instead of like paying to dump their feces and stuff, they decided to dump it on the bridge, and there was a tour boat going underneath, and they dumped it on everybody on the boat.
Oh my gosh.
I actually got by AI, or not AI, The Onion. The Onion posted a photo of a boat talking about it, just covered in shit, like 12 out of 10, covered in shit. And I thought it was the real thing, and I talked about it on the podcast once. That clip has 650,000 views, and I've just been leading the blind in the wrong direction.
That's so funny.
So many people. I'm like, I am so sorry, guys.
You are the misinformation that we're
I've
trying
been
to
spreading
protect
so
against.
much disinformation on this story.
Honestly, I don't. Oh, I watched that H2O show with my sister growing up, and like other trashy kids, girly shows, because I was just me and my sister. And one of the girls on that show got pregnant, I think, and they had to change her out, or they like they killed her off in the show or something. I remember
Just
it's
real
like,
quick.
like just remembering, like, oh, that was the moment as a kid. I was like, oh, starting a family means you lose your career as a woman in entertainment. Damn, that's cruel.
Yeah. If you were on the Dave Matthews poop bus, like if you were on the boat underneath, would you come out and tell people that? Like, would you go on podcasts telling people?
Fuck yeah, dude.
You take that to the grave.
Yeah, you had to get covered in shit. Why the hell? It's basically a sunk cost at that.
Kidding me? Dave Matthews shit on me. That'd be my Tinder bio. Two truths,
that
one
would
lie.
get you-
Dave Matthews shit on me.
That would get you some action for sure. Just people would want to at least take you out just to hear what the hell you were talking
I need to hear
about.
your story.
Wow.
How many animals do you think we had to ride before we discovered that the horses were the only ones cool with it?
Like 4 to 5. The horse wasn't early. We were like, we didn't fuck with riding animals. We saw like a few buddies die to, wild beasts, and we were like, okay, we're just gonna kill and eat these things.
Yeah.
If we can.
We'll just eat them.
If we're lucky.
Yeah. You think anybody tried to ride a kangaroo ever? Like get in the pouch?
Get in the pouch. I'm sure Australians definitely have tried to get in the pouch.
That would be pretty cool to ride in a kangaroo.
I couldn't. That's another thing that like I don't think people understand. I can't dream about some things. Like I can't dream about riding in a kangaroo. There's no kangaroo big enough to carry me in their pouch. Yeah. It's like bathing in a bathtub. It's like, come, what am I, a king? What do you got, a 40-foot bathtub?
Another good question too. How many medieval chefs do you think were executed in the medieval ages because the king had allergies or was like allergic to stuff?
Oh wow.
You think that was a common problem back then?
No, I think, but I almost think more of a problem is just prissiness, or like, I don't like tonight's meal, kill him.
Yeah. He was already on the chopping block.
Yeah. Like, you really better get this Cobb salad right.
Would you rather be stuck in captivity for 24 hours with an alligator or a tiger? Like you're in their zoo exhibit.
Alligator for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because alligator, you can hope that you can climb up something or avoid it in some way. You got way better odds of getting in a place where you're stuck with away from it versus.
Yeah, I feel like alligator's more like ambush attack, hunt.
Yeah.
So like I feel like you have a better chance there.
Yeah, you can like give him a leg and like he might let you might live. Yeah. The tiger's not taking a leg and being done with you.
The tiger guy would just be too scared.
You're done.
Yeah, would you rather lick peanut butter off a hobo's foot or be stuck in a cage with a tiger for 24 hours?
Hobo.
You can choose the peanut butter.
Yeah,
Crunchy or smooth?
Jif. No. Crunchy or smooth. I'm going brand, Zach. I care about brand.
I want the brand.
Brand affinity. I'm a brand affinity man myself. Crunchy or smooth, I could give a shit about. Make sure it's Jif.
It's gotta be Jif.
I hope I get a Jif deal out of this.
Sponsor us if you're seeing this.
Hello there. And here's your one question from OldSchoolCurt. Would you rather spend your summer at Camp Crystal Lake with Jason or Amity Island with the shark from Jaws? Choose wisely.
I go Jaws.
Jaws.
Amity Island. Yeah.
I think that's an easier survival chance.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They're both tough, but If it's summer, right?
Yeah. Then again, I like to think I could kind of survive Jason. You know how he's walking everywhere?
That's
just by
true.
running around.
That's true.
I would train him like zombies.
You're pretty fit. Yeah, you could.
I just train him. I'm like, nope, we're running around this house all day, baby. We're keeping this going.
I think you might be able to get him tuckered out of it after a while.
Yeah, and that he would get tired of it. What's your favorite video on the internet? Like anytime you see it, scrolling, meme, you gotta stop and watch.
The best video is President George W. Bush's Now Watch This Drive, where he pulls up in his golf cart to, I think it's like the 8th hole or something. He gets out. Before he gets to the tee, he goes over to address the press, gives about a 2-minute ramble on about how the Afghanistan and the terror and this will not be tolerated and the United States enforce and peace and democracy. And then he tells him, thank you very much. Now watch this drive. And then he proceeds to go and just smoke a golf ball down the middle of the fucking fairway. Yeah.
America.
Yeah. America.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, if you had to win a game show to stay alive, what TV game show are you going on?
You know, a lot of them seem a lot easier than they, I think, are when you get in them. I want a chance at, like, something intellectual but not impossible.
For me, it's like Wipeout or something, you know? Like, I like to think those people are just idiots.
Yeah, they look so bad at it, don't they?
I'm
they
like,
look inept. Move your feet, come on.
I'm like, come on.
Your knees.
I'm like, do you not see the punchy thing?
Yeah, it's right there. You saw 3 other people get hit by it. Yeah, I want to go like a $1 million answer or like some type of trivia game that is maybe not
What about the Family Feud? You gonna bring your
college edition Jeopardy?
College edition Jeopardy.
I might be able to try to win. If I get like against some like state school people, I might be able to compete.
Here's a bonus question on the spot. We'll do.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Jeopardy question. Hold on, I gotta find it.
Okay, take your
I'm
time.
gonna read it to you. If you get this right, you survive.
This is one of those old "Who's it? What's it?"
Yeah, this is a good one.
Jeopardy question.
Hell yeah, I bookmarked this a while ago to be a Jeopardy to be a question on the podcast. All right. The category is overheard on TikTok.
300, 400.
For, I don't know what it is.
1,600.
Yeah. All right. Sounding a bit like a Batman villain, it's a seducer or the nickname of the eyebrow-raising, chin-stroking kid, Christian Joseph.
Bane. I don't know. Is that right?
No.
That was my best,
Any other guesses?
best shot.
It's, what is, you want me to give you the answer?
Oh, what is the Riddler?
Oh, close.
Oh.
TikTok kid.
Oh, the Rizzler.
What
dude.
is the Rizzler? You're surviving.
Oh, man. How could I? Rizzler, please don't.
Dude, I
don't
follow
get
him
me
on
in the
Twitter.
night.
He met DJ Khaled and Joe Burrow yesterday. He was
Wow.
hanging out with. I'm
This
like, that kid's
kid.
going to be incredible. The stories he's going to have.
He's got to be a CIA planner or tool of the state. Like,
Oh,
right?
easily. They're starting him young these days now.
Man. He's not even in that family.
Yeah, no, he's just on his own.
He's just a CIA plant. This guy's just a Mossad agent.
We're going to go into our blind ranking, which is a blind ranking baseball walk-up songs. 1 best, 5 worst. Yep. All right. First song we got, Amber Alert.
3.
3.
Just put it right at 3.
Right in the middle.
Yep.
All right.
I'm a data scientist. That's how you do blind rankings. You don't want to.
Yep.
You don't want to venture too far off too early.
That's right. Next we got Pink Pony Club.
Oh, that's a great 2. I'm gonna go 2.
2. That's a class song. It's been stuck in my head all day. It's been driving me crazy.
Good walk
And
song,
I'm like,
right?
it got into the podcast.
Yeah, it
Worked
seems
its
like
way.
fun.
Next we got the Macarena.
5.
5.
For a walk-up song, it's just not the vibe.
It's not the vibe.
Yeah, it doesn't get me ready to crank heat down the center of the fucking...
I'd be too busy doing the Macarena that I would get automatically at least 1 strike, maybe 2.
Yeah.
In the
1
box
Maca,
before,
2
I'm like, oh,
Maca,
shit.
3, you're out of there.
I got to be playing. All right, so all right, next we got Happy Birthday.
Oh, 4, yeah.
4.
I'm stuck with 4 there.
That's a pretty bad one, too.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And then my number 1 song.
Oh, we got Higher by Creed.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Can you take
Me higher?
That's another great video of the internet is they opened up the largest like underground petroleum. It's some new like what energy plant, largest in the country, and they're doing the ribbon cutting, and then they're like, "Thank you," and then Creed, "Take Me Higher," plays. As they just wide.
I watch any video with Creed in it,
my
or just
God.
some guy singing Creed. I'll stop and watch. I'm like, God damn it!
Just to think that $1 billion company was like, how do we want to end this ribbon cutting. It's like, how about Creed, Take Me Higher?
Hell yeah. Dude, I would have went to that if I'd known. It's like, have you seen them All-American Rejects have been touring?
Yeah, dude.
Their house party. That's all I want to go to is their house party tour.
So sick,
bad.
dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, can I get 2 for the Creed, like whatever Creed thing's going down here? Sir, this is a petroleum plant.
This is a petroleum plant, but they're going to be here.
Just 2 for Creed.
Just 2 for Creed. So one of the favorite concerts I went to was 303. Greatest production. Dude, I saw them in Boulder, and they had their set, like their background, they had 2 like taxidermy wolves.
Whoa.
Like poorly taxidermied. Like if we taxidermied a wolf right now on the podcast, like you would be like, what the fuck is that thing? And then all of a sudden they start playing, and they just start shooting laser beams out of their eyes into the crowd. And I was like, dude, I'll pay good money for that wolf.
They apparently used to play my rival school, high school's prom. Like what a sick prom that would have been, right? 303.
That'd be dope. She wants to touch me, mom. That's how you can tell people they're Colorado natives. When I talk about 303, everybody's like, who?
Yeah.
Very people are like, oh fuck yeah.
No, I'm a real one.
They go hard. If you had to sing a song or die. Like, sing a song flawlessly, word for word, or you die. What song are you singing?
Oh, man. I would go something like a Frank Sinatra, give me like an Otis Redding, something, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to sing well, you know. I'm not trying to.
It doesn't need to be good.
If I want to get it right, I want to.
Like, give me a nice and slow song.
Yeah, something with some baritone.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Or you make it easy and you do the national anthem. There's no way I'd ever forget the words
Tequila?
to that song. Well, that one's, yeah. It's a workaround. It's kind of like...
That's cheating. We had Ben Duncan on the podcast, and he chose Happy Birthday.
Yeah, see
and I made him sing Happy Birthday on the podcast. That's usually my follow-up question. I'm like, can you sing that song now?
Yeah, I can sing.
I just make him sing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we had at the twilight's last gleaming?
Have you seen the video of Fergie doing the national anthem at the Golden State Warriors game?
I think it's the NBA All-Star game.
Or the All-Star game, yeah. They can't keep their face.
They can't handle it. It was the worst anthem.
Yeah, and then she got really mad, and that's what I was saying. The Golden State Warriors were in the locker room, and they remixed it, and they're just jamming to this.
Damn, dude.
I was like, that's hilarious.
It's so funny. Imagine, like, you a megastar, millionaire. Now you're just getting flamed on the internet because you couldn't sing the one song that everyone's supposed to be able to sing.
The only one.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, last segment of the podcast here. How fast do you think you can drink a Capri Sun?
Faster than any guest ever.
Yeah. Well, here's the record. Here's the leaderboard. As the world record for fastest time to drink a Capri Sun is 8 seconds. Counting time, putting the straw in, too.
Really? So what? Okay.
Yeah, so we got some Capri Suns here. We're going to attempt to break the world record.
Oh, yeah, I can totally. I can break this. Do I have to use the straw? Is that one part of the rules?
No. You can take the straw off, but it's still gotta be like in the wrapper like that.
But like I don't have to use the straw to drink it, do I?
No. If you got a better idea, if you're faster. It's like I had Russell Keller on the podcast. That's actually why I have 2 GoPros. He was on the podcast. He might have broken the world record. The GoPro didn't work that episode, so I don't have the footage. So now I have a conspiracy.
Maybe I don't have a better way.
You can see we had Brad Williams on the podcast. He went on the backside of the Capri Sun with the straw. I'm like, that's a veteran move. I was like, damn.
Maybe yeah.
I haven't tried it. I've considered doing that. Maybe I should do that this one. Oh, I should get my timer ready. I always forget to time myself during the episode. And then people ask their time, and I'm like, I don't know.
I wonder if there's any method of like just cranking the side.
Oh, if you could get that whole thing, that would be the way. You would need something. Keys, if you could almost get in that if you have a sharp key.
Am I allowed to like edge it? No, I don't want to cheat. All right.
All right, you ready? I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hold on. All right, you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, no, that's not the move. Don't try to open it like that. You're not going to beat any records. You're just going to hurt your teeth.
Oh, baby, that was good.
What'd you get?
About 14.38.
Okay, can I get a retime?
Yeah, we can get you a retime
without the.
Yeah, let's give you a retime. We got it fresh.
Get on the leaderboard.
That's fucked.
So yeah, there's no tearing into the side of these Capri Suns. We've
and
tried
that
a new
myth
theory.
is busted.
Busted here today.
Let's give you a restart.
We can get a little practice on this one. Let me just make sure Oh, yeah, no.
That was good. I average about 18 seconds, so that was pretty fast for me. I'm out here collecting data on how much Capri Suns I drink.
Okay, I think I can, what do I need, like 8 seconds? Jeez, okay.
Yeah, we got Wes Williams and Chris Wollman. They're both fast as fuck. I'm going to do it again, time myself. You can pull the straw off. My favorite is we did the podcast when people declined to do the Capri Sun Challenge. It's happened 3 times. I break the world record for fastest time to drink 2 Capri Suns in an episode, and that one sucks. That one's rough, but I definitely have the record for that. All right,
Leave no trace.
All right, you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Done. I'm trying not to cheat. Be as honest a competitor as possible here today.
Fuck, that was fast. That was about 11 seconds. Woo! That's going to put you on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I don't really have any left in there either. Good.
Hell yeah, that's good. That's clean. Now we can see that too. That's good. We had JJ Alexander on the podcast, and he did it fast as fuck. And I'm doing the outro, and he just starts drinking the Capri Sun again. And I'm like, you can't. So I started the timer. I'm like, well, that's 5 minutes. You got all that time during the outro. That counts too.
I'm trying to think of how to, innovate, though, because I feel like
the back, if you're really strong, but
the real...
You gotta be tough. That's the only other idea. Or if you could rip that. Oh, you got close.
Yeah, I'm not tough. That's the problem. You gotta be tough to win this challenge.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna come in and just manhandle open the top one of these. We'll see. That's impressive.
That's impressive. But yeah, that's all for this episode of the podcast. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Check us out on YouTube. We're giving away a toaster at 10K subscribers, baby.
Hell yeah.
Tell them where to find you, Sean. It'll be linked on screen.
Hell yeah.
Anything else you want to promote?
Check out Intolerable. Follow us on Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube. We're trying to grow that base. Follow us on Spotify. Leave a rating. Leave a comment. And just keep supporting Jack. Zach! Oh, no!
Oh, we're switching to the back of cam for the last 10 seconds. 30 seconds. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Subscribe. Do-do-do.